Hey, welcome to Love Them Knives. Guess what we've got here? We got a Sanrenmu knife. Wow, a Sanrenmu. How'd you come up with that? 913p. So get that. How crazy is that? Bam! Really easy to flick out there. Partially serrated. Black blade. It's all ninja style. Right, Flanagan? Finian? What do you think? You like ninja? Whoa, we love them ninja. Yes, you do. I'll bet you do. We love them knives. And right there, model number GB4 913p. Got this from Exduct.com. And they have a little website, Here's the knife, I'll give you the link to their place and you can click on it. You can see down here, Exduct.com. So this one is this 913p. I go, well, everybody's got this knife, right? So I went to GearBest, discontinued. Went to Fast-Tech, discontinued. So I'm going, whoa, check Power Cutlery, nope. So I didn't see it there. 8CR 14 MOV, right? How about this 8CR MOV 14? That's reverse process. It's very rare to have this kind of steel. Yes, you are. And 8.4 centimeter blade length, 84 millimeter in other words. So it's smaller than fancy, by the way. Get out of here, girl. Yeah, I mean, it looks about the same size here, but it's a little smaller because this is under 8 inches. She's 8 1/4. She's 3 1/2 blade, and this is 3.4 inch, 3 3/8 blade. And it definitely doesn't have the handle length that she does. That's for dead ass sure. Believe me. Interesting liner lock, MOV steel, shooter knife, beater, $14 beauty. 3 3/8 at best. So 84 millimeters, 8.4 centimeters, and overall 19 1/2 centimeters, and not quite 7 3/4 inches. So yeah, it's definitely shorter than the Para 2. You can see that liner lock in there. Look at that. Check that out. Look at the pass-through. Chunk. Look at that. And your lock up there on the blade, pretty solid, about 60, 70%. I mean, it's right in the middle. Just stuck right there. For pretty good lock up there. And you got jimping on the top of where these steel liners come up. So they got jimping there, and then you got jimping on top of the blade itself. And you got dual thumb studs that are actually machined. You've got pocket clip tip down only, right or left, though you can go both ways that way. You got a nice little cutout here for your finger. It's comfortable. The ergos are pretty good. Reverse carry, regular carry. And of course you don't have a choil for sharpening, but you've got serrations to deal with, which are not my preferred style of rolling, but you can do that, and you can cut with a serrated blade just like that, or the non-serrated part. Easy. So it's pretty sharp right out of the box. Good little beater, huh? Carry this baby around. Comes in a lovely mahogany presentation box like this. Yes, you wouldn't even know this wasn't mahogany. And inside, you have a plastic sleeve. So they've pulled no punches on this little beauty. And of course, it's not skeletonized in there, but it's only 5 ounces. I'll prove it to you. Whoosh. Real easy. It's just fun to play with. I sit around and do this until my wife throws a pillow at me. Okay, 144 grams. And then, if you want to go back, 2 ounces, 5. Dead right on the head right there. 5 ounces. So it's a little heavier than the Para 2. The Para 2's under 4. This is 5. So, a little heavier, but 5 ounces, not terrible. Full steel liners like that. Oh, let me show you a picture of the knife when I took it apart. So they got like a composite washer, and then they've got a metal washer, and it looks like a hodgepodge, doesn't it? I guess it's whatever will do. But so it's a 2-washer, it's a 4-washer thing, 2 on each side. The composite one goes right up against the metal liner, and then the steel one actually goes up against the blade. So just, for an FYI on that. That looks like a ceramic detemp ball. Like I said, spared no expense. Spared no expense. You could be a proud owner of this incredible $14 shooter. Man, you'll be the envy of the party. And you can pause and read this. We already kind of looked at this, a textured G10, etc. 3.2 millimeter thick. I'm not seeing that on this. I had a hold of it and I'm going, it's 120.12 inches, So that's right at 3. So I got a 3 millimeter thick blade. It looks like to me, I don't know if I could step in here any closer. Yeah, it's right at maybe 3.1. Okay. But, I don't see 3.2. Oh, I think it's just about a half inch. 13.2 millimeters. 10 times the thickness of the blade, right? No, it's not. That would be 32 millimeters. Half an inch. A little over a half. So, yeah, it's a little fatter than like the Para 2. Turn you off. Because this is 0.45, so this is 0.51. So it's a little fatter. The blade stock's a little thinner. You can see that, right? Yeah, this is not exactly a flat grind perfect slicer with this serrations. You could slice with this, maybe through with this. I mean, a lot of people use serrated to get through, heavy husks of fruit and like pineapple or, certain types of things that you have to get through. Maybe a heavy type of squash, outer skin, or that kind of thing. And then you can use this for rope and twine and seatbelt in an emergency. It's definitely going to cut quick through this. Resharpening is going to be your job, not mine. But I think if you I had a guy at a blade show resharpen a serrated knife, or partially serrated, and he did this the regular way, but when he went to do this side, he just flat went across here, like flat, and took some material off, which just refreshed these serrations. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's how he did it, and it worked. So hadn't seen that done in a while, haven't been up to a sharpening guy, do my own at home, but don't want to do these. So in any case, yeah, I'd have to study up to think about it. But, this is one that you can just use and abuse, carry around, do this and that with. You know what I'm saying? It's not a huge knife, but the ergos are pretty good. Obviously not a piercing king, but it slices well. And it's pretty sharp out of the box. Yeah, and I took it apart, put it back together. Didn't have any problems. But I'll tell you what, I took screw after screw after screw, and then took this one. See, this side, no hole for a Torx there, but it is here. Although I didn't take the pocket clip off. It came right through there. So there's enough clearance for that screw to come all the way out. In any case, it came apart and went right back together. I put a little bit, I just wiped it down, put a little bit of lube on there, and then brought it back to where, you can over tighten this screw if you want. So you're going to tighten it so hard you can't even open it if you want. So there's no, you got to feel it to where it doesn't have any blade play. And I take this lock thing out of the way just to make sure it doesn't wobble back. Because when it's locked up, it won't wobble most of the time. But You take that out of the way and then check the play. If there's no play, okay, you're good. And it's centered. Right there. So you're good. And yet it had enough to do that. So it's good. And those metal washers will wear after a while, kind of smooth out. And so this one kind of has, because I've been playing with it. It's funny what you'll do with a $14 knife. Oh, but it's up to 16 something with shipping. Well, I went on their site because I wanted to see, well, so if I got to go on their site and buy something, how do I do that? And so I did. It was like, it was $14.64, and I went into the cart, and they have this, your shipping thing. If you do get one that has to come from China, so you have shipping options here, which I always take the free shipping, except there wasn't free shipping. It was $2.30, I think, somewhere in here. Oh yeah, here it is. There's the $14.64 for the knife, see? And then $2.30 for their air registered mail. 2 to 3 weeks, which, yeah, I mean, that's typical for anywhere in China. And so you can see that if it's under $35, save shipping fee to blah, 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 you know, whatever. You can change your shipping. You can get DHL if you want to pay like $30 to get a $15 knife delivered to you, whatever. But in any case, and they take PayPal. I looked at their payment methods and it was like, I don't even understand this. And then the last option was PayPal. And I go, bingo, not a problem. I can do that. I can do PayPal. So yes. And if they have one of the units in the US, then you'll get it pretty quick. So nice. Interesting. So they got other knives too. I'm going to give you a link to their site. You're going to look at their other Sanrenmu knives and other knives. I can't tell you all the brands they had on there, but it's not that extensive. It's not like a Fast Tech or a Gear Best. But they got a few things here and there that might be of interest. And they got some flashlights and different things. It looks like their prices are pretty low. So you might just want to check it out. Hey, they were nice enough to send me this knife to review. And they say, you like Sanrenmu? And I go, hell yeah, I like Sanrenmu. I like Real Steel. I like all that stuff that they do. I mean, that group, the SRM series I've been talking about, I guess maybe they noticed that I'd been talking about some of those. I don't know. But in any case, it's no big deal. But this knife, it's a shooter. It's not proud carry or anything, but that's definitely one you could drag around the house and beat on. And you know what? They're pretty solid. I mean, the Real Steel line is really nice. The SRM line is really nice. And you know, some of you guys have the Sanrenmu, the Land knives. They got those on their site too. So check out the Land, you know. Hey, what the hell? It's all good in the neighborhood. Sanrenmu, Real Steel, and God only knows what other knives they make. I mean, some guy was saying that they even make the Sanrenmu group, whatever, is a OEM factory that also makes the Chinese manufactured Spyderco knives, because Spyderco does have some of their knives. I think the Resilience and some of the other made in China, and they make those knives, supposedly. Now, who knows? But in any case, I'm sure it's something that you could possibly find out if you knew the right people to talk to, but I don't know, and it probably doesn't really matter that much. But I know that Sanrenmu, since they make Real Steel in the SRM series, they make some good, hardy budget knives. You know, even when you get to the high-end Real Steel knives that are $200 and some dollars, I mean, that are titanium and M390 and stuff, so they can find their way around a machine shop. Obviously, they can make some knives. All right, I'm going to let you go, but open design, standoffs, sturdy knife, flickable, and not much more than a gas station knife at $14. So have at it, my friends. Can't say that I'm not reviewing the budget knives. Well, you can say it, but it wouldn't be true, actually, right? All right. Take care. Hey, you guys, you back on duty? Come on, don't fall down on the job. Whiskey. why God created it is to keep the Irish from ruling the world. Right, boys? Ha, me boy, all right. Yes, I am. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.